No, we haven't. I think it's been an accumulation of things. You saw last week the build-up in bond yields in the US, worries about how tight the Fed will get. And then, of course, so that was the lead into this week. Then you had the renewed worries about trade. So the market didn't worry too much last month about the deteriorating trade situation between China and the US and the broadening of that conflict into other areas, like the debate about the South China Sea Islands, for example. So I think what happened was that you got the worries about the Fed, worries about rising interest rates, bond yields, and then, of course, you had these trade things overlaying on top. And, of course, that pushed the market down. Investors just said, OK, time to sell. And often when that happens, it's literally a case of like when things are going up, you go up by the stairs. When you come back down again, it's down via the elevator. It's the nature of a bull market to be punctuated by occasional sharp setbacks, even though the broad trend is incrementally higher. And I think that's what we're seeing here. I see this as a correction. I reckon you'd be a brave person to say we've seen the lows. I reckon there's a good chance we'll see a bounce tonight because markets have become very oversold. If you look at the technicals, RSIs and so on, they're even more oversold than they were back in February, back in the February sell-off. So we could get a bounce, but I reckon it's too early to say that's the penultimate bounce. We're just going to take off again. So yes, we could come down a little bit lower because a lot of those worries are still out there. But at the end of the day, I think Axel Weber hit the nail on the head at the end of that little clip you showed there, where he said he didn't think there'd be a recession. And to me, that's the main thing. If you believe the US and the global economy is going to have a recession, head for the hills, get worried, because historically that leads to a deep bear market. If alternatively you don't see any recession on the horizon in the US and globally for at least a few years, and I must admit I don't either, then this is a correction. This ultimately is a buying opportunity.
Hey everybody, it's Hadley Gamble from our new CNBC Middle East Bureau in Abu Dhabi. Thanks for stopping by. Now to watch more, you can try one of the videos that just popped up on your screen. And don't forget to subscribe.